On the Avatar guy? Maybe a little bit. Joyce,
Yes.
just back from the cider mill. Hey, how did you like the film Under Siege,
What
starring
the?
Steven Seagal?
What the? When did you even watch that? I thought we were reviewing Josie Wales.
We'll review that some other time.
Yeah, let's not review the movie we watched just last night.
You need a couple days to digest these movies and think about them.
No, I need to do them immediately following so I remember them.
Have we had a conversation about Under Siege since then? No.
I can't even remember that.
So it's still fresh. Oh, let me jog your memories. So Under Siege is a film where Steven Seagal is a cook on a battleship, and the battleship is about to be decommissioned because it's old.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Are you following me?
I remember now.
And it's the captain's birthday. So they throw him a surprise birthday party.
Tommy Lee Jones is in it.
Complete with band and catering.
Mm-hmm. Tommy Lee Jones is
They're flying in food.
the band member.
Right. And then it turns out they're taking, the caterers are taking over the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And they lock everybody up in the forecastle.
I don't know what a forecastle is, but okay.
It's short for forecastle. It's like a part of the ship.
Got it.
I don't know what goes on in there.
Yeah. So I thought it was one of the better Steven Seagal.
Dude, I would say the best. Clearly.
Oh, wow.
By far.
Calm down, sailor. Yeah, like I thought it was pretty like his role, like he was pretty good. Like I didn't really, care for the dumb female role that's typical of those movies. Like the annoying, you're gonna protect me and I'm gonna follow around and never listen to what you say and cause more problems, and I'm
Is that
super
what you had a
dumb
problem
and annoying.
with? Well, she's just there, so we don't think that.
I just don't really need to have that in my movies. It pisses me off.
Well, how if there's no woman on the boat, how do we know that Steven Seagal is just not a gay sailor?
I would rather he were.
I mean, the world probably would rather we were, but Steven Seagal, he's got to tell the world that he's a man's man. Not a man's man like that.
By that kiss at the end, that was totally awkward and made no sense.
That very kiss, that's what I'm talking about. Steven Seagal was like, I get to kiss the girl because I'm not gay.
I mean, I don't know. I thought he was low key in this movie. It was one of his better films.
Yeah, he wasn't too show off. He was a little bit of a smart ass, little smart ass. I'm awesome, Steven Seagal.
Right, but that's as to be expected. But
he did that thing where every time he has to explain anything to anybody, he's talking to them like they're 3 years old, and he's already told them 5 times.
Well, yeah, but that was the character, and that's what the dumb girl was there for.
Steven Seagal.
So that he could talk to her like she was retarded.
I guess she was there for that, so to feed his ego that way, like he gets to talk down to her like she's just a bimbo and she'll never comprehend Steven Seagal's world of cooking and being a badass.
Right. Noteworthy, Nick Nolte.
Not Nick Nolte, that was fucking Gary Busey.
He was great, as usual.
As a child, I did used to, for the longest time, I actually thought Nick Nolte was in Point Break.
Right.
But that's Gary Busey.
Yep, so he was great as usual.
Yeah, he tried. Then there was Tommy Lee Jones.
He was Tommy Lee Jones. He was the same character that he always is.
I suppose
himself.
In hindsight, he is as believable as like a badass supervillain as Steven Seagal is as a, SEAL Fox Force 5 kind of guy.
I mean, I didn't mind that he was the villain. He was fine. It's just like he there is no acting whatsoever involved. It's just literally Tommy Lee Jones.
Well, you know,
which-
I never believed that Tommy Lee Jones could beat anybody's ass. Like, he's good at
He didn't
yelling
really-
at people, but he's not gonna come and slap the shit out of you.
Well, that's the thing too. His character was supposed to be like super specialized, and he never
He didn't do anything.
he
He had
never
everybody
fought
else.
anybody or did anything like at all the entire movie. So I'm like, how is he this specialized rebel force to
Right,
be
and
reckoned
like
with?
he lets Gary Busey call the shots most of the time, and then Cole Meany does. You know, he has like henchmen that do all the specialized things.
Mm-hmm.
He was no Hans Gruber.
They should have portrayed him as like a spy type that was more, intelligent rather than like the position they basically portrayed that he had before he rebelled. Because you're expecting him to be like a explicitly good fighter. If they had portrayed him as like a spy, then we would have been like, oh, he doesn't need to do anything because he's just super smart.
You think that we should have had a scene like a what do you call this? Like a flashback scene where Steven Seagal and Tommy Lee Jones were on a Fox Force together doing Navy SEAL stuff, so we could both see how badass they were.
No, I felt like he should have been badass on the boat. Like they should have had a final scene, or he should have been
They
showing
did.
his.
They had that sweet knife fight.
Anyway, as with like this was an 80s movie, right?
I think it was 1990, maybe 1989. No, because she said that she was in Playboy in 1989. I think it came out in 91.
Anyway, that same like time period, it's pretty standard for like how they just completely had gaps in reality in this movie. Like they just all of a sudden had
they
phone
were making
calls
up
to
foreign
the
countries
important
back then.
men.
Oh yeah, every time they
There was
called
a
the room
different
of
method of how they got contacted from this random
What did
ship
you keep
that
calling them? The room of men of import or
the really important men, the men of importance.
yeah, like they're just like, oh, you just use my portable phone to call this particular room.
Just all
where
of a
they have us
sudden-
all on speakerphone.
They're on the speaker. Like at one point it looked like they were talking in a DJ booth. And then
They
like
might
at
have
another
been.
point they brought up like a red folder and brought it to them. Like who gave them the message in the red folder when previously they had been talking on the loudspeaker, and then they also had like a phone call. Like all these methods of communication were coming from the ship to the men of importance.
I thought it clearly probably wasn't even believable at the time if you were over the age of 12, which fortunately I was not. But
yeah.
also, it's kind of. I thought it was kind of cute and entertaining and charming about the movie. Looking back at it now, it didn't kind of throw me out. It was just like, oh, they have this internet technology that we barely have in 2020 or whatever year.
Just
it
like
is.
some of the things that went on, just were comically funny. It didn't make any
Dude,
sense.
we have to talk about the kill scenes though at the end, because Steven Seagal was starting to make me feel like he should be like the bad guy in a slasher movie. Like his character could have been the next like Jason or Mike Myers. Like when he impaled that dude on the I-beam, like with the just like it went through his fucking chest. I was like, oh, like it was like horror movie level. That was a serious kill.
Yeah, I felt like he did his best work in this movie. And it was actually everybody else that was kind of second stage
And
to him.
how did I never notice this as a kid? He rips a fucking guy's throat out. And he's just like, and then he just throws it off the side
Yeah,
of
it
the
was
boat.
very low key through the whole movie, which
Years
was
before
good.
Rambo did it.
Yeah, him and Nick Nolte were the best.
And like he was like coming down out of vents, killing people, jumping out of doorways. Like dudes are just hanging out, and then all of a sudden Steven Seagal's like,
Right. But
like,
it was measured and like, his moves looked pretty realistic. Some of the other people.
I mean, maybe it was also fast. Hard to tell.
Right. I'm just saying, like, that other Steven Seagal movie that you watched at...
Oh, the one I was watching with my dad?
Mm-hmm.
What was that movie called?
I
Like
really
Black...
couldn't continue it.
It was called, like, Black Thunder, Black Arrow or something.
Yeah, this was, like,
Dude,
leaps and bounds above that one.
We should review that. We gotta watch that
I
together.
didn't watch it.
Dude, that movie was sweet. What are you talking about? I was so impressed with that one. I was thinking that, I was like, we'll put this on and I'm just gonna laugh how stupid it was. And I did laugh at how stupid it was, but it was, like, real entertaining.
No, I didn't watch that one. Couldn't take it.
Well, anyway, so we'll just say that Under Siege is up and running for Steven Seagal's best work. On a serious note, who would you recommend this film to others?
Yeah, I would actually recommend this one. I thought it was entertaining and pretty funny.
I thought it was the shit as well. I think like even if Miles were to watch it, I'd make him close his eyes during the birthday cake scene.
I was surprised that I liked it.
I mean, I saw it when I was 11 or 12, but
he's getting to where he might want to watch the cake scene.
I mean, yeah, but he can watch that on his own.
Don't cause issues.
Anyway, good movie if you're of age to see the titty scene. Oh yeah, you can watch a rated R movie if you're with your parent, right?
But see, like when you make it awkward for them, that's when it like is awkward.
I'll make it super awkward.
He just laughs when you try to make it awkward.
I'll make a cake out of cardboard and pop out of it.
Ugh.
No, I will not do that, I promise.
Maybe for me.
Do you want that? Put on a little sailor top and be like,
oh yeah.
And then we'll have generic like Steve Vai or Joe Satriani playing.
We'll have some icing.
Stay tuned for our next video with the birthday cake.
The birthday boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey. If any viewers have any suggestions of movies that you would like us to review, not counting The Outlaw Josie Wales because we refuse to do that one.
That'll be our next video. We're back on the Clint Eastwood
suggest a
wagon.
movie. We love watching movies.